Hey, what's good, YouTube?
Hey, what's good, YouTube?
It's us.
We back again.
Back in this motherfucker, bro.
Ooh. Hey, man, it's your boy Calvin.
It's your boy Dion.
And we in this thing, man.
We in this thing.
Man, man, y'all been saying react to this. React to
steady
this.
commenting about this, bro. Like,
we just didn't want to do it because it was like 20 minutes. We was like, oh, man, that's a long video. But we was like, forget it. Forget it.
Y'all keep asking.
Forget it.
We doing it.
We gonna do it, man.
We want 1 million views on this.
Shane TV show conspiracy theories.
Here we go.
Let's get it, man.
Guys,
if you new, subscribe.
We just did a podcast with Christina.
Like this video. Who the hell?
Wow.
And Drew. And Jessica.
That was Abraham Lincoln right there, bro?
Outfit.
You seen the beard?
Drew looks really sexy. Really, oh, little belly.
That wasn't even the beard. That was just
we talked
how
about
the camera
dragging
moved
YouTubers
too
and we
fast.
talked about burping. It was a lot of fun. Did you guys enjoy it?
I had a great time.
Burp.
Check it out. Bye.
Funny as hell.
Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, welcome back to another conspiracy theory video. Now today's video, we're going to be talking about a lot of different types of conspiracies. Some involving TV shows, the Illuminati, and even whether or not mermaids exist.
Oh man.
So let's start with
mermaids?
TV shows.
I don't like this topic right
theories
here,
about all
y'all.
of your favorite shows. I mean, we've talked about hidden symbols inside of cartoons. We've talked about subliminal messaging in kid shows. And we've even talked about the overall theory that TV was made to distract us.
I didn't know we was watching this.
But sometimes you hear a theory that's so mind-blowing, you literally have to stop what you're doing and just process it.
Y'all know it's like 11 o'clock at night, right?
First theory, which is about the show.
Calvin not gonna be able to sleep tonight.
So obviously Friends is one of the most popular shows of all time. I've seen every single episode, literally.
Friends is
100
popular
times.
though.
And
I
recently everyone was talking about this theory online, and it went super viral. Now what sparked this theory was this picture. Check it out. Now as you can see, this is the DVD box set of the 4th season of Friends. Do you notice anything weird about it? That's right. When you really look at it, you notice that Rachel is the only one looking at the camera while everyone else is asleep. Now there's a lot of theories about why she's the only one looking at the camera. Some of them are that this entire show was just a dream. And the reason she's looking at the camera is because the whole show has been from her POV and everyone else is just asleep. Now obviously that's dumb and I don't believe that. But then I started looking into it and there's been some very intense, scary theories about Friends that I did not know existed. And the scariest one is that this entire world of Friends is all inside of Phoebe's head. Yes, Phoebe. My favorite character mainly because she's the craziest. I mean, her mom killed herself, she lived on the street when she was a kid, she probably believed in conspiracy theories. I mean, she was just as crazy as me. So the theory is that maybe Phoebe never got her life together.
You see the skull
maybe
back there?
She stayed living on the streets. Maybe she continued to do drugs. In an earlier episode, she talked about sleeping outside of the coffee shop when she was a kid. Well, what if she stayed there? What if she had been living on the streets outside of the coffee shop her entire life?
That's a long time outside the coffee shop.
Stared inside of the Central Perk window.
You didn't apply?
And created an entire world inside of her head.
Go get
What
a
if she
job.
saw 5 cool, interesting people sitting on a couch and wished that she was a part of their crew? What if she saw them having conversations in that coffee shop and closed her eyes and put herself in there with them? Because when you think about it, Phoebe never really fit with the rest of the gang. She was the weird one. She was saying crazy things. They were always looking at her like she was on another planet. And what if she was? What if she was always outside, daydreaming about what it would be like to have friends? That one is so creepy to me because it makes sense. Well, this theory started to go viral and the person who created it said this. What if the series ended with the friends walking past Phoebe on the street and referring to her as the crazy lady who always stares at us? And then Phoebe would open her eyes and look up at them and imagine herself walking with them. Now, the co-creator of the show, Friends, Marta Kaufman, heard about this rumor, and she said this. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. No, I never heard that. That's a terrible theory. That's insane. Now, she did say it was fascinating that somebody came up with this, but she said it was not real. But I dare you to go back to watching Friends now and try not to think about it. Now, there's some theories about shows that are too dark to even talk about. I mean, a lot of you guys want me to talk about 13 Reasons Why conspiracies, and I don't even want to, like, go there. I mean, there is a really dark theory that that show was created to put the idea of suicide into young people's minds. Which is so fucking dark, and I definitely hope that's not real, and I definitely don't believe that.
That is dark as hell.
Maybe at some point I'll do a whole video devoted to that, but it's just dark. But moving away from the darker stuff, this next thing isn't even a theory, it's real, and it fucking blew my mind. Now, one of my favorite shows every year is RuPaul's Drag Race. So this show is about a bunch of drag queens that are competing against each other to win the title. And the grand finale is always super epic and super big, and it's taped in front of a live audience. But then the moment happens where somebody wins, and it feels weird. It almost doesn't feel exciting and kind of feels fake. Like nobody really cries, nobody's screaming in excitement, they're all just kind of like smiling, and then the show's over. Well, the reason why that happens is because the ending is fake. So at the end of the finale, in front of the live audience, they film 3 different endings. That's right, they literally film a fake win for all 3 drag queens. Now the reason they do that is because they don't want the people in the audience to leak the information online. So at the live taping of the grand finale, nobody wins. The drag queens find out if they won or not the same time we do. So they basically take one of the wins and they edit it in, and that's the person who won. So here's a clip of the final 3 drag queens of season 7 watching the moment that Violet Chachki won.
America's next drag superstar is Violet Chachki.
Yes! Yes! This is the weirdest thing I've ever done in my entire
I know, fucking weird, right? Like when you watch the show and she wins and they put the crown on her and she's all excited, but it's not real. And can you imagine how mentally and emotionally fucked up that is? Like to have to pretend to win.
Right.
And now that you know that, go back and watch the endings of the finales. It's so fucking weird. Like it just feels really uncomfortable and like awkward, but it makes you think if that's fake, then what else is fake on TV?
Right, bro. That's why I don't watch TV at all, bro.
But we're gonna move on to something not fun. We're going to be talking about the recent death of a rapper named Prodigy. Now, Prodigy's real name was Albert Johnson, and he was a part of the rap duo Mobb Deep. He died on June 20th of this year, and the reason for death was a little confusing, but I'll get into that in a moment. First, let's talk about what Prodigy was most passionate about, spreading the word.
This is what y'all wanted us to watch, huh? What y'all be watching?
1995 was the first time I ever heard about the Illuminati.
Now, he talked about the Illuminati in pretty much every interview he did, and he would go very in-depth.
It's a group that was formed like in the 1700s, something like that, 1600s. This dude named Adam Weishaupt, he started this group of people, like powerful, rich people that basically could shape popular opinion and the way, you know, the world is gonna move forward.
Now, we talked about the Illuminati in the
Wow.
And the theories are that Beyonce's in it, Jay-Z's in it, Taylor Swift, pretty much everybody that's popular are assumed to be in the Illuminati. I mean, Beyonce even referenced it in one of her songs.
Y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess.
Now, clearly she's referencing it as a joke, or is she just putting it out there, being like, I'm not in it, but really she's covering it up? Well, Prodigy believes that she's not in it, and here's why.
I seriously doubt that he's down with this elite group of people that run shit. Like come on, Jay-Z's a fucking crumb compared to these. Like, you fucking how much money that got. They want some real shit. That's how powerful these people are, dogs. You know what I'm saying?
I know. It's pretty crazy to hear him talking about these things so openly. Like, I found tons of interviews of him just openly talking about his thoughts on it, his fears about it, and he knew so much.
Basically, what we talking about right now is the Illuminati, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you what it means to me. The name Illuminati means that the enlightened ones. You know something that somebody else doesn't know. Mostly their agenda is population control, mind control. You're being manipulated. We all being manipulated, you know what I'm saying?
Now this year, Prodigy was working on a musical called The Illuminati Ball. One of his co-workers said this. The one thing we were planning on doing was a musical about the Illuminati, and how the obsession with the Illuminati infiltrated people's opinions of hip-hop. While he was working on creating the Illuminati Ball, Prodigy died. Now this is where it gets a little confusing. Now Prodigy was sick for years. He had chronic sickle cell anemia, and he had been battling it for decades. Well, he was in the hospital getting treatment for it, and he died. And most people assumed that he died because of the illness, but after the autopsy came out, we found found out that's not true. Now, once again, this is a theory. Nothing has been completely confirmed. I'm not trying to get sued. But a very viable source claims that the autopsy will say he died of accidental asphyxiation, which means that there was something lodged in his windpipe that caused him to choke to death. Now, TMZ claims that he choked on an egg, but the family will not confirm or deny that. Now, it's going to take several months for the autopsy to happen and for us to find out the truth, but it is
7 months for an autopsy.
He literally was writing and creating the Illuminati ball, and then he dies in the hospital of choking on an egg. And this isn't the first time that theorists have claimed that the Illuminati has killed somebody for talking too much. I mean, there's theories that Tupac and Michael Jackson both were killed because they knew too much and they wanted out. Now, there's a video out there that started going viral, and I'm not going to claim whether or not I think it's real, but it definitely is creepy. This is a video of a man who claims to have worked for the government and who knows all of the secrets.
I am showing my face, and I will reveal my name for my own protection. So if something were to happen to me, you know it was not an accident.
I know. The whole tone of this video is very disturbing. Just keep watching.
My name is Robert Connors, and I have served with the Department of Defense for over 20 years. In March of 1994, I was brought in as Director of Communications for a project called Operation Sedgwick.
Listen as he starts to go into detail about why they targeted hip-hop music.
Its focus and sole purpose was the control of the African American population and urban youth through music.
Now listen as he starts to get more specific and brings up artists' names.
From the first-degree murder of Lassane Parish Crooks, also known as Tupac Shakur, to the evidence of influence of entities well beyond this federal government, beyond this world, will be revealed in these tapes.
Now he also plays a portion of a phone call that supposedly happened the night before Michael Jackson died. Now once again,
oh shit, bro. Oh shit.
But either way, it is very disturbing.
What's wrong, Michael? I don't know if I should tell you this, but I don't know who may be listening. There may be a group of people that want to get rid of me. They don't want me here anymore. Who could do this? It's not the government. It's more than the government.
Now we've talked about Michael Jackson's death before and the fact that there's a lot of holes in the story. I mean, even his own daughter Paris, who I personally know, so I feel okay talking about this, even she has brought it up. She says there's way more to this story than anybody knows, and that there's a lot of different hands involved. Now, I don't know if she's referencing the Illuminati or anything like that, but even if this video and that phone call aren't real, I don't think it's too far from the truth. And hopefully in a few months, when we find out how Prodigy actually died from the autopsy, we'll get some more truth. Okay, now let's talk about something I saw in my email that
That's a little
kind
less
of blew my
creepy.
mind. A viewer named Chris Rodriguez sent me this, and it was a screenshot from the movie John Tucker Must Die. Now, this movie was in 2006, okay? Just remember that. Now, here is a picture from the movie. Tell me if you notice anything weird. Yeah, the guy is wearing cordless white iPhone headphones in his ears. And this is in 2006. Those did not exist. So how did he have cordless headphones in 2006? I don't know. Now, we've talked about this a lot before. I love photos like this. Like, there's that really old picture of some guy in the back of like a silent movie holding what looks like a cell phone. I mean, there's tons of pictures out there that have suggested that maybe time travel exists. But I never thought I'd see it in John Tucker Must Die. All right, now this last theory we're going to talk about sounds fun, but the more you think about it, the creepier it is. And that is the theory that mermaids exist. Now, mermaids have been in pop culture forever. I mean, they've been in TV shows and Disney movies, but they've been around for even longer than that. I mean, there's literally cave drawings of what look like mermaids. Now, the theory that they might exist really blew up because of a documentary that came out on the Animal Planet. Now, this documentary was called Mermaids, The Body Found. Here's a clip from that documentary.
Hey, man, y'all got me creeped out over here, man. What is that? Thought you got us.
So obviously
Young,
that
man.
is not real. And people for some reason thought it was. This was a mockumentary, which means a fake documentary. But it definitely made people start thinking, what if they do exist? And there's been tons of proof throughout the years that they might. I mean, here's a picture that somebody took where you can see what looks like a mermaid on a rock. Now that probably is fake, but still, I mean, it looks pretty good. Then you have this famous picture of a man standing next to what looks like a huge mermaid skeleton. And this creepy picture that looks like the body of a mermaid that washed up on shore. I mean, there's even a video that people claim is a bunch of mermaids swimming together. Check it out.
Dolphins? Hey man, I don't know, bro.
The person who uploaded that video called it dolphins swimming, so they didn't actually think it was mermaids. But honestly, when I saw it, I was like, those are fucking mermaids. I mean, the arms moving, the fin.
Yeah, that shit do look kind of humanly.
All that evidence might be fake. But let's talk about the facts. And the fact is that 70% of the Earth is water. And we've literally only researched and seen 5% of it. That's right, 95% of the ocean in the world has been unexplored. So that means there's probably so much that we don't know about, so many sea creatures that we can't even comprehend. I mean, imagine going so far under the water that you're like in complete blackness. No human could breathe down there. No fucking fish could breathe down there. The only thing that could stay alive down there is what would probably look like a fucking monster. And we'll never know because we can't dive that deep to find it. So the idea of mermaids existing might not be so crazy. I mean, there's been plenty of conspiracy theories about the ocean. I mean, people believe in the Loch Ness Monster, people believe in La Llorona, and some people even believe that there's an entire world under the water where a bunch of underwater people live. Well, there's a YouTuber named Kendall Ray who made a whole video about the theory of mermaids that I found very interesting. So she's a YouTuber that does a lot of conspiracy theory videos similar to mine, and she does a lot of creepy videos. So I thought I would interview her about her thoughts on whether or not mermaids exist. Okay guys, I am here with Kendall Ray. We are going to be talking about some mermaids.
Yes, mermaids.
Okay, so I was watching one of your videos and you were talking about something called the aquatic ape theory. Can you explain what that is?
It's like in evolution, a type of monkey or some monkeys on one part of the globe had an environment that was mainly water because, as we know, over time, the earth changed a ton and the elements could have been completely different.
Right.
So it basically thinks that we have an aquatic phase and that certain groups of monkeys, future humans, had to adapt to this way of life, had to adapt for survival.
I mean, that makes sense to me. I mean, if you think about it, if monkeys were raised, I guess, in the wilderness, they had to like evolve to that, which is what we are today, hunters and stuff. But if they were raised in the water, then they would over time get scales and get fins and learn how to stay underwater for a long time. So if there's still monkeys around, then there might still be mermaids. Mermonkeys.
Right? Yes, there could be mermaids, yes.
Well, in your video, you also talked about famous people through history that have mentioned seeing mermaids or believing in mermaids. Do you remember a few of those?
Yeah, Christopher Columbus wrote about mermaids in his journal, and he wrote about a mermaid that he saw having like green hair and this beautiful woman. Also, I mean, Shakespeare talked about mermaids in his plays. Who else? John Smith, Pocahontas John Smith.
Right.
Yeah, he said that he saw mermaids.
So then do you personally, as a conspiracy theorist, believe that mermaids exist?
No. I don't know. I think it'd be really cool. To be honest, it's probably one of the ones I believe in the least.
Right.
But I mean, there's some good evidence. Like the hairless thing is a huge thing because that just makes us be able to streamline better through water. We're like clearly built for it. You look at dolphins and whales and they have the same type of texture around us. And then we're like really fat too. Like humans in general have a ton of fat from birth. And that's, you know, to keep us warm, to help you float. And like with babies, when you throw them into the water, like newborn babies, they swim like right away. It's really weird.
Wait, what?
Like newborn babies right out of the womb. When you think about it, they're in water when they're in their mom. When they come out, and in some cultures, they straight just throw them in the water and hope that they can swim. And they do. There's like, look it up. There are videos of babies just swimming and they're happy.
Oh my god, insert footage here.
What?
Good job.
Okay, and then
that baby is like
spine,
2, 3, bro.
So we can create similar movements. That's why when we do like the butterfly stroke has that same,
I mean, you're just convincing me more that they exist.
Yeah, more than wrinkly skin. You know how when you're in the water and your fingers like wrinkle up like raisins? They have actually done studies on that and found that it's easier to pick something up underwater if your hands are like that.
So what you're saying is, if they do exist, mermaids are probably creepy, ape-looking, wrinkly old babies.
Definitely could be. 100% could be.
Well, thank you for that evidence and for convincing me even more that mermaids exist. Well, guys, if you want to see more of her conspiracy theory videos and other creepy videos she does, go to her channel, subscribe, check it out, send some love. Kendall Ray, thank you for conspiring with me.
Absolutely.
This was creepy shit already.
Well, there you guys go. Hopefully you enjoyed all the conspiracy theories today. If you want me to do more conspiracy theory videos, give me a thumbs up so I know. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel right down below and hit the notification bell because I make new videos every day. And go over to Kendall's channel, subscribe, and check out her latest video where she talks about a child killer. And if you want to see all my other conspiracy videos, I've done a shit ton of them. I'll put a link to a playlist right at the top of the description below. Alright, you guys, keep your eyes open. And if I, for some reason, die of a random death, please investigate it, because there might be a higher power involved. Bye.
So, like I said, it's like 11 o'clock.
Yep, y'all kind of...
It's like 12 o'clock in the morning, and...
Y'all fucked us for the night, basically.
So, basically, this is what we're gonna do. Give us 40 likes on this video.
40. And we'll do this again.
And we'll do another one at night. Creeped out, man. Hey, man, if you like this video, make sure you like this video. If you new, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. It's been your boy Calvin, man.
It's been your boy Creeped Out Dion.
Man, that was some creepy stuff, bro.
Calvin is over here sweating.
Bro, I'm so creeped out, bro. Like, man.
Sweating, bro.
It's been DNC Nation, man.
We out.
We out.